Hello friends, how are you? I hope you are in the pink of your health, and I hope that you are busy in your preparations for the examination, and I wish you best of luck right now in advance. And now I start today's video. Well, in today's video I want to discuss some things about formal letter. We'll see that formal letter or a formal letter is sent to officials, means officers, and you can send it to editors of newspapers, and you can send it to some chiefs like principals, and they can be sent to your teachers also. So you can see that formal letters, according to their purposes, you can divide them into some types, such as if you want to write a job letter, you can write a job letter. If you want to write a job letter, then this is what is the format of that. I have just made the format here in block type, not in indented form or indented type or indented format. Indented format has got a space after the margin, and every paragraph, the first line of every paragraph, okay, has got the indented, means that is the space which is left after the margin. So to mark the paragraph, the indented place or the place after the margin is left in indented style of letter, but in this block style of letter no place is left. All the matter, including the sender's address, date, recipient's address, means the receiver's address, subject, reference, salutation, all the, this is main body, means that is the actual letter, and this is leave taking, okay, and this is, you can see, subscription, and all this is written just beside the margin, left aligned, you can call this is left alignment. So we will discuss, okay, little about this, but before that, what I was telling was formal letters, you can make their types according to the purpose. If you want to write it for a job, then this is the format. Suppose if you want to write it to an editor of a newspaper for making complaint, then in that letter this reference will go, all the other points will remain as they are, reference will go, subject will come. So to editor, if you write, it can be a complaint letter, or it can be a letter for taking leave, taking off. You can send it to your teachers, class teachers, okay. Then to this point, reference won't be there in that letter, subject will be there. So now you can understand that formal letters, according to their purposes, can be called differently. We can name them differently, such as letters of complaint, letters of job or job applications. So you can just now look at the language. In the last video maybe I told you that the language in informal is different, and in formal letter it is very different. Now for example, it is formal written English, or you can call it newspaper like English. You can call it a little serious type of English. So in formal letter, the language which is used is formal written English. You can call it newspaper like English, or you can call it serious type of English. And now you should avoid these things in the language of formal letter. Avoid idioms, because idioms is a part of our day-to-day life. A native speaker is identified by the idiomatic expressions he uses in his or in her language or day-to-day conversation. Then contractions means short forms like isn't, can't, aren't, shouldn't, wouldn't, didn't, don't, doesn't. These are called contractions. Avoid contractions in formal letters. And don't use imperatives, means the sentences which express orders, commands, requests, or which begin with verbs. Don't use such sentences or imperative sentences. So if you follow these simple things, your formal letter will be effective. Now let us have a little information about how a job letter can be written, or an application for a job can be written. In the beginning, just to the left, this is block type or block style of letter. So all the things will be left alignment they will have. First, the sender's address, means your address, the person who wants to send the job application, sender's address, and then date. Okay, date can be written in any way. Say for example, you can write the date first and the month and then the year. Like 2nd March 2021 or March 2 2021. Like here I will write here 2nd March 2021, or you can write March 2 2021. Some people use this also, 2 3 2021. This in American English means different, because Americans write the month first, the number for the month, and then the number of the date. So this is 3rd February according to the American English. According to British, it is 2nd March 2021. So you can use any of these types or styles of writing dates. You can use. Now after that, recipient's address. Before that, let me tell you, leave a line. To make good presentation or to show the space, you can leave a line. Then recipient's address means to whom you are sending the job application. Say for example, the chairman. It can be a computer institute, or it can be a college. You can apply for the post of a teacher, you can apply for the post of a clerk, you can apply for the post of a manager also. So recipient's address will come here, means to whom you are sending the letter, the address. In the advertisement in the newspapers, this address is given. You have to write that recipient's address, but don't mention the date. Date is not mentioned in the recipient's address. Again leave a line. and then comes subject. For example, application for the post of a clerk, or application for the post of data entry operator, or application for the post of an English lecturer, or application for the post of head clerk. You can write according to the requirement of the job, or according to the advertisements info or information. You can write the subject. Reference, in reference you have to write the date on which the advertisement has appeared. For example, your ad in, say for example, you can write, just a minute, excuse me, let me show you here. Okay, your ad in Mumbai Mirror, your ad in Mumbai Mirror. Okay, and then you can write dated. This will come here, dated, DTD you can write, in short, dated. If you are sending this job application, say for example 2nd March, then maybe you have seen the ad, okay, one day before or on the same day. So if you have seen the ad, take for example, okay, that you have seen it one day in advance, the previous day, that means you have seen it on the 1st March 1/3/21. This you can write in short. So this is reference. Reference means you will mention the ad in which, in the newspaper which it appeared, and on the date or the date of appearance of the advertisement. And then comes dear sir, dear madam, respected sir, respected madam. Previously, some teachers used to tell that respected should be used. These days, for formal letters, they use dear, because dear is the word which doesn't show the relationship. It is like a greeting these days. In today's English, dear has become a word of greeting. So you can use dear sir, dear madam, and then main body will start. In the first paragraph, you can start by writing like this: with reference to the above mentioned subject, I wish to apply for the post of an English teacher in your reputed college. And then the second, after the first pair, after the salutation also leave a line. This is the sign of leaving a line. After subject, after reference, after salutation, and then after first para, with reference to the above mentioned subject, I wish to apply for the job of a data entry operator in your reputed computer institute, or any firm, any institute. You can mention according to the information in the advertisement. So after the first paragraph, you can write the second paragraph. In the second paragraph, you will introduce yourself. Okay, your name or your age, your qualification, your experience, your hobbies, or extracurricular achievements if you have done. Then you can mention all of them. And in the last short paragraph, after the second paragraph, leave a line, and in the last paragraph, you can, okay, request the officer or the chief person to whom you are writing to consider your application, okay, for the job, or consider yourself for the job. You can promise him or her to work hard and to work hard and to try to prove your ability. Okay, you can just write here. There are some formats, particular formats. Okay, in next videos, if some students want, I will give some sample letters, at least one sample letter, one informal and one formal. Okay, in the job application, then you can see. Okay, after this, thanking you, I have left a line. You can just leave a line here. Okay, then thanking you, leave a line, yours truly, and then without leaving a line, you can write X, Y, Z or A, B, C. That is how a job application is written. I think this is enough for today's video, because I have shown you that the main important part in a formal letter is the language. The language, what to use, what type of language to use, or what type of English to use, and what to avoid. So if you understand these points, you can practice writing in formal letter or informal letter, and then you can see how easily you can write letters. The formats are very, very important, because not for just academical practice, or not just for marks, but for your future life, or in our real life. Letters, or the art of writing letter, is a very, very profitable, very, very advantageous thing. Okay, so with this I would like to take leave and say goodbye. Thank you. Take care.